You, perhaps a few of you in the media, came here today to see if I'm dropping out of the race. Well, I'm not. I get it. In politics, the herd mentality is enormously strong. A lot of Republican politicians have surrendered to it. The pressure on them was way too much. They know what a disaster he's been and will continue to be for our party. They're just too afraid to say it out loud. Well, I'm not afraid to say the hard truths out loud.
All right, guys. So we got Nikki Haley, the delusional Republican candidate, which she keeps failing state after she has not even won a single state so far, but she's still going at it, right? Because the Democrats are funding her like crazy. Only thing that makes sense till now that I know the people are not funding her. So she's getting funded by the super PAC and the Democrats. They're all funding her because she's the only thing they got against Donald Trump. So it's amazing when she keeps she's the biggest neocon. She's pro war, and she's always been pro war. She's bad for people's health, just pure and simple. And it has nothing to do with her being a woman. She's just terrible at her job. She doesn't know what she's doing, and she has no support except the Democrats, of course. Because they're the only one that are paying for her campaign at this point. But let's read this from the Independent. It all came down to this. Nikki Haley had her shot tonight to prove this is still a contest. She failed. This is from the Independent. South Carolina voted today. Well, this is last week. It's the fifth Republican primary or caucus after three previous states and the U.S. Virgin Islands were all won by her opponent, frontrunner Donald Trump. But now the race turns to Miss Haley's backyard. In any other contest, a popular two-term governor and the former UN ambassador would be presumed to take her home state. She sucks. Instead, Miss Haley heads into her Charleston election night watch party, down 30 points in all of football polling and still struggling to make inroads with the conservative Republican base, which is firmly backing Mr. Trump. Of course, they're backing Trump, right? They are not gonna back her because she is a neocon. She's pro-war. She's pro-funding Ukraine. She's pro-funding Israel. She's pro-funding any war that we start. Well, we didn't start it. Like, the stupid politicians, they're the one that's starting this whole thing. And this is just proof in the pudding that if you are in line with the establishment, people have woken up, which is great news. People have woken up, and they are realizing that we are entering these wars that are not for us, right? It's a false premise. It's a false premise. It's Iraq 101. Iraq 101. Iraq was started based on false premise. World's weapons of mass destruction. That's what Iraq war started on. Democrats. They wanted more war and they started the Iraq war. Weapons of mass destruction. Now, with Russia, they're saying, oh, he's going to go to Finland. He's gonna get Poland. He's gonna go after this country. He's gonna go after that country. That's Putin's mission. But what they failed to say, Putin didn't take any action during Trump's era. He took action when Bush was in office, when Obama was in office, and when Biden is in office. During Trump administration, he would not dare to take any action. With Nikki Haley's administration, God forbid, he would take further actions, right? Further actions. Because the whole premise here is, oh, let's deplete Putin's artillery, human shields, and army and military and all this stuff. And it's not working because the war strategy of Putin is totally game proof, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the term I could use. So with these people trying to basically stop him from, advancing. I mean, if you look at the map where Russia has advanced into Ukraine, it's massive amount of land. He's taken over a lot of regions, and Ukraine's only has the capability to kind of control some small regions, but that's it. But even that, they're failing in it. So, with Nikki Haley coming into the picture, trying to take voters away from Trump and towards her, she's helping Biden. So I guess that's the key. She is helping Democrats not to have Trump get elected. That's what she's there. Even if she's losing, at this point, anybody that was in the race has fallen out, right? Everybody would have quit by this point. She's not quitting because she's fully funded by the Democrats. They are funding her. And this is their Achilles heel, because the more they fund her, the more she goes around and does these little campaigns, the more people she takes away from Trump. It helps Biden's number, but it is going to backfire. But let's continue reading. Miss Haley needed a miracle tonight. Her campaign is starting at Super Tuesday down in the polls in every state. She appears to have the fundraising momentum of a candidate with the wind at her back, but it is not yet showing any signs of pulling off a victory in any individual state. To put that in perspective, Donald Trump has won every state so far. He is slated to win every state going forward. In 2016, he lost several states, including Texas, which threw its substantial delegate count behind Ted Cruz instead. He still ended up winning the GOP primary that year. This year, it seems increasingly unclear if he will lose a single state. South Carolina was far from the last presidential nomination contest, and Nikki Haley has made it clear she's not dropping out until after Super Tuesday at the very least. Just call it quits, girl. Call it quits. You're done. You're finished. Why are you wasting people's money? Just throw your endorsement behind Trump and, get in line. Get in line. You should be going after the Democrats for their corruption and how they are spitting on the Constitution. They're not even spitting on it. They're stepping on it, taking a dump on it, smearing it with everything, because they hate the Constitution. They absolutely hate the Constitution. Everything they blame the Republicans with, they do themselves. Remember, everything they do it themselves. In order to beat them at their own game, you have to play it better. That's what I've been always saying. If you want to beat them at their game, do it better. You need to make sure that these people don't get ahead, right? How are you going to do it? Play the game, but play better. Be better at it, right? And as you see, Trump, he's coming out. He's calling them racist. He's calling them everything in the books that they claim that Trump is, because they truly blame the other side for everything that they think is wrong, but they do, right? They are the true racist party. They created KKK. They created segregation. Now they're trying to play it off that it was all Republicans. Anyways, I'm not a Republican, but, we don't have a third party that I could throw my endorsement behind. So at this point, I'm just endorsing Trump. I'm not endorsing the Republican Party, to be real and honest with you guys. Anyways, let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Peace out.